Good evening. You're watching A New Way of Being, hosted by Avatar Galextra with Andregon on YouTube Live.
Hello.
We are here speaking to you from our place of residence in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Travel Lodge Bonaventure, where we are being terrorized around the clock by someone who's using a technology that allows him to come into our home unseen, wearing a cloak of invisibility created with a futuristic technology that does not belong in the hands of human beings today or at any time in the future. This same futuristic technology is being used today to infect the bodies of about 240 million human beings from inside the fourth dimension by a squadron of unseen American agents moving through the fourth dimension like dark shadows and poisoning the mucus inside the bodies of hundreds of millions of human beings and taking the mortal lives of over 5 million immortals as of November 2nd, I think today's date. We're here to continue to do a few things to inform you about the mass deception being committed against the human race using that technology that allows unseen agents to move through the fourth dimension and commit crimes against anyone at any time, at any place on this planet. These criminals have been attacking this family for a number of decades, especially the one who is known as Donald J. Trump, the twice impeached, one time disgraced president who is now working overtime to destroy the American Constitution so that he can decimate and divide the American nation into two nations where they go at war with each other and destroy the American empire in the process. We are here to inform you that Donald J. Trump continues to come into our home, attacking the avatar's body from head to toe on a daily and nightly basis. He's killing different parts of her body from the top of her head to the tip of her toes. He's attacking her eyes, her mouth, ears, joints, rectum, womb. He's attacking the cavities of the brain using a knife made of light that he plunges inside the cavities of the brain. And the process has managed to dislodge the avatar's conscious memory from her conscious mind. So, in the process, what he's done is temporarily turned the avatar into someone who has the impression of having Alzheimer's, which she does not. She is being robbed of her memory by Donald J. Trump, and he's coming into our home because he has been instructed to do so by Nancy Pelosi, according to information given to me by a number of the avatars, sister gods, over the last 2 years or so. We are here as a family who is working to bring solutions to the human beings, to our 8 billion immortals, sisters and brothers living as members of the human race today, about the life that they're being forced to live by a nation who has stolen a futuristic technology created by the great goddess an eternity ago, weaponized it, and has been using it to commit federal crimes against the human race for about 7 decades or more.
Something you would call global genocide?
Yes, using this technology to commit a global genocide. Scientists is Scientists are able to identify the actual disease that is causing this pandemic because scientists have a confirmation bias, which has blocked and prevented them from being able to understand that not everything that they see in the physical world can be explained by the tools that scientists have been taught to use: logic, rational, reason, intellect, the left brain tools to make sense of things taking place in this physical world that are being done by people from inside the fourth dimension. Scientists have unintentionally and unknowingly misdiagnosed the disease that is infecting human beings today and being used to kill tens of thousands of people on a daily and nightly basis. We are here to alert you, the people, to have you become aware that the crime that's being committed against you are ones which should not be allowed, are ones which no nation has a right to do to any of its population, and are crimes for which the Committee of Gods, whose membership numbers in the trillions, and a committee which Avatar Galextra serves as the official head of for an eternity now, the Committee of Gods and the trillions of female gods and the billions of male gods who make up this committee have informed US and Canada that both those two nations are guilty of committing crimes against the human race using this same futuristic technology as a weapon to commit a global genocide against the human race today, while causing scientists um, with their bias, with their particular bias, to form the conclusion that this disease is actually a virus created from an animal species or one that escaped from a lab in China and has been spreading all over the planet today, causing havoc, chaos, human beings to basically live in a traumatized, terrified, hostile, oppressive state, fearing that this disease that the scientists tell them is spreading across the planet and must be contained using vaccination will continue to spread across the planet if human beings do not allow the governments to continue to impose these massive restrictive measures, passport vaccinations, other restrictions in their private lives, workplaces, public places, with the justification that they're taking these draconian measures to protect human beings from becoming infected and dying from this disease that scientists have misdiagnosed as a virus. Avatar Galextra has presented a number of evidence to me about the presence and use of this technology on this planet today. And I am in the process of putting this evidence in a document, an article, and other sources to provide you with this compelling body of anecdotal information that the God who lived as Lord Jesus about 2,000 years ago as Lord Buddha, about 2,500 years ago, and as Lord Krishna about 5,200 years ago, have given to me about evidence that she has witnessed about the identity of the actual technology being used to create this pandemic, about the ones who are doing so wearing cloaks of invisibility created with this foreign technology, about the different times that they have shown up into a home unseen, attacking the avatar, as Donald J. Trump has been doing to this family for at least 8 years now, since we lived at Scott Street in St. Catharines, coming into our home unseen and stealing, torturing, tormenting the avatar, our daughter, myself at different times, committing all kinds of crimes against her family. He's used this technology to kill the avatar's mother, father, sister, a brother, and another family member over the last 2 or 3 decades. The avatar has had a mortal life taken from her a total of 16 different times, according to a number of information, according to the information given to me by a number of her sister gods. This technology was used to try to kill the avatar the day she was born in uh, the country of Trinidad and Tobago, and inside the maternity ward of a hospital she was born inside of. It was also used to assassinate the mortal life of the king of pop, Michael Jackson, who told me in 2014, in one of the many meetings that he had with me inside our home, thanks to the avatar, who is one of the most finely tuned and natural mediums on the planet today, Michael Jackson told me that, he said, Andrew, Don, as I hovered above the ceiling and stared down at my lifeless body, I saw these two shadows giving each other a high five. One of these two shadows, we were told later on, I was told later on, was the human being known as Donald Trump, the most menacing, reckless, disgraceful, dishonorable, morally bankrupt, and spiritually deformed human being living on this continent today. I am here as the one who lived as Albert Einstein and the one who told the American president at the time, I think President Eisenhower, to um, launch a project, Manhattan Project, to create a bomb so that the Nazis wouldn't be able to create the atomic bomb first and use it to attack the Allies and take over the world and impose Nazism across the planet. In the process, the Americans used these two atomic bombs and destroyed two cities in the nation of Japan, taking the mortal lives of about 200,000 human beings and destroying those two cities for decades to come. I'm here today with the Avatar to help her to bring a body of life changing, mind expanding, and liberating truths to the human race about every issue in life that they have sought to make sense of and to understand. I'm here to help the Avatar to show you, the member of our human family, that you're each daughters and sons of God with vast spiritual wealth embedded inside you by the great goddess, the supreme creator, and that you come here to live mortal life so that you can learn to understand what it means to live as a mortal being and to become a fully developed being in a mortal realm. You've been deprived, robbed, and stripped of your true identity as immortal daughters and sons of God. Most of the DNA treasures that you carry, 98% of that have been dismissed and disregarded by your scientists as junk DNA. You are here on this planet to learn to celebrate, support, respect, and embrace all of life and all life forms in life, and to understand the connections that you share with all members of life on this planet today. As the Avatar teaches, we're each other's keepers, and that we are actually equals forever. As she teaches in a number of her liberating songs, she calls human beings, she tells us that we're beings of living light. In one of her songs called Beings of Living Light, wherein mortal clothes of flesh and bones that we put on at birth to walk the face of the earth one life at a time. She teaches us that we're equals forever, and that whenever we think that we're superior to someone else, it's only because we feel inferior. As she says, I've got that mixed up, but she teaches we're equals forever, no matter who and what we are, and none of us is better than the other, whether we're a woman or man, a boy or girl, or have all the money in the world. If we think we are superior to someone else, it is only because we feel inferior inside ourselves. This God, Avatar Galextra, she is being attacked around the clock. She goes to bed in pain, wakes up in pain. She is continuously complaining about the attacks being done to her by Donald J. Trump. She wakes up every day wondering what's been stolen, what's missing, what she has left. He comes and he steals anything and everything that he decides to steal. And he does so from inside the fourth dimension, inside this Travelog Bonaventure, where we are staying. And this monster, human monster, is someone that was given this technology to use as a weapon to attack human beings unseen. This is the same person who boasted about how women allow him to grab them by the private and that they love it. It's the same morally deformed human being who said that he can shoot someone in broad daylight in New York City and get away with a crime. This is the same human being who actually lived as the one known as George S. Patton, General, Blood and Guts General. In World War II, he was considered a military genius, but he was feared and suspected because his method of leadership was one where he would sacrifice anyone and everything for a victory. Donald J. Trump and George S. Patton is one and the same soul. If you look at their pictures online, you will see that they are identical twins, literally, except one lived about 70 something years ago, came back within months after he passed away to live as Donald J. Trump. He has all the habits, vices, um, all the awful qualities that you can imagine in a human being: narcissistic, egotistical, disloyal, dishonorable, reckless, selfish, self-serving, um, compulsive, liar, compulsive, sociopath. He's one human being who has become such a menace to America that he's threatening to destroy that nation from the inside by poisoning tens of millions of like-minded people who share his deluded and demented view of life, view of life about how the white nation is the superior race and the other nations should be subjected to the authorities and the controls of the white supremacists, and about how only he can solve the problems in the government he served in, where he was the most incompetent, unqualified president ever to hold the office of the American president. This family has had this monster in our lives every single day for about 8 years now. He comes in the mornings, he comes at night, he comes throughout the days. He teleports into our home, where we are, unseen, wearing his cloak of invisibility, attacking the avatar repeatedly, viciously, heartlessly. I've asked her sister and brother guards to strip him of his ability to harm anyone anymore by taking, turning him into a human vegetable, paralyzing his human body so that he cannot do any harm to any human being or any other being anymore. But so far, they have not done this, and the avatar holds the belief that even someone as morally bankrupt and as spiritually deformed as Donald J. Trump can be rehabilitated and reformed with time, work, purpose, willingness, and more. My family is living as a hostage in this city, Niagara Falls, living in a state of continuous crisis, stress, duress, trauma, and sleep deprivation, living in a state of complete physical isolation from other people. Our families are not in our lives. Um, my wife has no family that she can contact anymore because she's lost numbers for the ones that she used to have numbers for. Her two brothers, who she believes is still alive, Glenn and Trent. We're trying to contact Trent's son, one of his sons, Marcus, Paul, in I think he is in Brampton, Ontario, unable to do so anymore. We're a family living as if we are aliens, living as if we're gypsies, with no one in our lives supporting the work that we're doing. All the people that I have in my life includes my wife, our beloved daughter, Princess Mahogany, and a number of her sister gods and brother gods, and her mother, departed mother, my departed grandmother, who come to see us, me, through the opportunity provided to me to speak to people from other dimensions by the avatar, who I mentioned is the most finely tuned and natural medium in this planet today, who happens also to be a god. Not just a god, but one of the most developed. The one who brought existence into being and beings into existence. So here we are today as a family, living in isolation, being terrorized by Donald Trump continuously. The police tells us they can't do anything to stop him from committing these crimes against the avatar because we cannot see him since he's wearing a cloak of invisibility. We've spoken to the management of this building, and they've told us that basically that they can't do a thing either to stop him from coming into this space and committing crimes against this family. The option we have is to bring the story to you, the people, so that you can become aware and informed about our technology on this planet that is being used as a weapon that has vast fourth dimension capabilities by human beings who are moving through your world unseen, looking like shadows and infecting your bodies, poisoning the mucus in your bodies, killing over 5 million of you so far with this technology, and basically getting ready to begin the fifth wave of this pandemic. This pandemic cannot end until the truth about the actual identity of the disease that is being used to kill human beings and infect their bodies is revealed and exposed, and the ones who are using this futuristic technology are brought held accountable and responsible for doing so. Only then will this pandemic come to a final end. The avatar is back, and I've spoken longer than I intended to. And avatar, go right ahead and jump in there and speak
Well,
as you are moved to do.
well, Nancy Pelosi gave him that technology to be able to use, and that technology seems vast. I haven't seen it. I just heard about it, and that Nancy Pelosi gave Trump that to use to, I guess, attack me.
Actually, you told me what it was, but you forgot.
Hmm.
You said that in your third eye,
Hmm.
you saw this golden colored disc shaped miniature spaceship
Hmm.
that can fit on any round table inside any living room with a light blinking from the inside. And this is the machine that two men of science from the advertised by the
Yes, I
country.
remember that. But was I speaking about that?
Yes, you told me. The
No, I
advertising.
mean talking about just now,
Oh no.
because that's
You
really just
you're saying
speaking.
that you don't remember. You don't know what this technology looks like. So I was just
No, I really don't.
telling you that
I saw
you told me.
a picture, an image of it before,
Mhm,
but apparently it has a lot more to it than I know.
mhm, mhm.
And this technology is being used to literally attack and abuse me night and day.
And the human race, night and
Yes,
day.
yes.
Yes.
And for some people in the human race, not
Well,
all.
many people have been infected. 240 something million people have been infected with this technology from inside the fourth dimension, which is being used to poison the mucus inside their bodies,
Yeah.
causing them to become ill with this disease that is made of a virus of any kind, nor is it contagious in any way,
Yeah.
as a number of your sister gods has
Well,
have informed me.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what I has been happening to me, loss of memory is
Mhm.
one of the things that they're using that technology to block me from, and a lot of my memory and how we did things, how we worked together, and so everything is wiped. Most of it is wiped out. Sorry,
Yes.
and he has to remind me every now and then with the ones that I spoke of to remind me about it. But and that's good, but.
Mhm.
This is part of what is happening to me.
Yes.
Memory is being locked out. They're using that technology Trump given to him by um,
Nancy.
Nancy Pelosi,
Yes.
and he has been using that technology on me, attacking me in different places in the womb, in the rectum, in the eyes, in the ears, in the mouth. Anything, everything that he can do, he has been doing. And the problem is that he thinks that I have no right to speak, that I must just shut up and let him do whatever he wants to me.
Mm.
And for Nancy Pelosi, I'm disappointed in her because when I met her, she behaved like a really nice human being. I discovered after a period of time that that nice human being was just someone who was saying things, not necessarily being someone who's caring about anyone, or maybe about me or anybody else. But
Mm.
the point is that I have been I realize that she's a part of what is happening to me through Trump, and she seemed to have some sort of anger against me. Only thing I only spoke to her once or so in the past, and and she treated me well, and then after that the treatment changed into
Resentment,
yeah
jealousy.
yes, things like that. But Trump was the one working with Nancy Pelosi, as
Mm.
my husband was saying, and he's the one who has been doing a lot of damage to me.
Mm.
And found out after a while that there was something wrong with this man. Literally,
Mm.
he couldn't be all right because of the things that felt that he was doing or trying to tell me that was twisted, and I did not want to be a part of all of any of it. My husband reminds me in some areas, then I sort of catch it and remember, yes, that is true. But for the others, I'm wiped out.
Mm.
I can't even remember sometimes my own name
Mm. Or birth
or
dates or
birthday. Yes, all these
timeline
different things that I knew
events.
before.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
these are things that I'm having problems in. Um, I've never mistreated or degraded or persecuted anyone.
Mm.
I have had that happen to me, and I did not know where it was coming from. As time went on and I looked back, I realized that these are some of the things that were being done to me specifically by Donald J. Trump, who is being what he's doing to me. And I'm disappointed because I love all beings, they're my family, and they have been behaving irresponsibly. Not all of them. There are
Mm.
some really nice human beings, and some of them are in my family, and others from the outside. They continue to behave responsibly, and some of them just don't.
Mm.
So I just allow people to leave people alone and move on with my life, with my family, and try to see what I can do if I can at any point to show them that I'm not really there to harm anyone. And many people have seen that, they know that. And yet, the ones who knew me more are the ones who seem to turn on me because they have best friend is Nancy Pelosi and Donald J. Trump.
Mm.
And he's coming into our room and attacking me in the womb, the rectum, even the bus.
Yes, the heart.
He's the one who created the problem for me to have one bus fixed and the other bus fall flat because I hadn't really had any breast.
Mm.
He's the same person who started attacking me in different parts of my body for no reason. Under the feet, between the toenails, the big toenails from the foot, and under the sole of the feet being attacked. The hands, the body at different parts. I can't remember all of it because there's so many from the past that I haven't remembered because he does what he's doing now is attacking the bus, attacking the mouth, attacking anywhere that he can possibly attack that is watching him also.
Trying to make her look ugly.
Yes,
Nothing like that
by
can be done
removing
to
my
a God.
teeth and taking one from
Yeah,
here, putting it
shifting
there, and sticking
around.
it out, and then taking these teeth here and sticking them out, taking a tooth out from here, and literally was taking another one out. For some reason, he put the other one back in.
Mm.
This is what this technology seems to be able to do. And I mean, a whole vast amount of things that I can't remember
Mm.
because it was all wiped out by the
Attacks and
yeah,
decapitates of your brain with
yeah,
a knife, a dagger made of light.
yeah.
Mm.
Yes,
Mm.
I can't remember more about that, but I
Yes.
do remember that this is the stuff I was going through all of my life.
Mm.
Not with my family here, but with those out there who decided that they were attacking me when I'm speaking to my husband hard.
Mm.
They were attacking me when I said something that they felt I shouldn't tell my husband. They were attacking me for different things that is not their business and it's not their right, and I wasn't doing anything wrong, and I'm an adult. I have a right to be able to speak the truth. If that's what is being done to me, why not speak it?
Yes.
If it can be done, it should be spoken. I'm seeing a lot of people going through a lot of hell. I
Mm.
can't even help them. I'm busy trying to see if I can get myself together properly so I can have this change. But you just can't do that when you have people coming and dumping all their garbage on you, attacking your daughter in different ways. Her hair, my hair, which was down to my waist,
Mm.
and I think my daughter's was there or close
Yes.
to, and she was our daughter. Sorry,
Yes.
she was. She was handling everything as if it's all right. I don't mind. I don't have hair. That's okay.
Yes.
And the
She's
hair is growing back now,
Mhm.
and they're still chopping away at the sides of my hair, and the length is just gone. You should see no hair practically. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the way people are supposed to be living. There's too much prejudice, there's too much terrorism, there's too many people that are not trained, and that's one of the reasons we have deformities in human beings.
Mm.
When you are not trained to behave responsibly or know how to conduct yourself so you can feel comfortable wherever you go, then other people are doing this damage to you, and your family are trying to protect you and help you, and creating this kind of problem for you, and then turning around and saying that you have mental issues.
The mental health
If you
issues.
have mental health issues, then your body would be producing that in the things that they're saying and doing. We haven't done any of those things, not one of us.
Mm.
We spoke out about things that were being done wrong after a period of time, but all through that those scenarios, I did not speak out about it, except to my husband. And at times, they were even harassing him, giving him a hard time, and
Mm.
behaving all different ways. But we ignored them, not even though it somewhat still quietly continues, not all, with a larger community, but Donald J. Trump and whoever is coaxing him to do what he's doing to this family.
Mm.
We harm no one. We're not looking to harm anyone. And we want people to start recognizing that they have the mental issues that they need to deal with. And that's what is being caused jealousy, prejudice. You know, I haven't done anything to them physically. I haven't told them anything that was wrong about them. I just, if they spoke to me, I answered and left them alone because I realized that this is the kind of people that they are going to be. I don't want to be with people who have some problems mentally and socially. I want to know that they are caring and want to have things change, ask for things to change to improve. And if they want help, I can help them. Other than that, I can't help you. If you're doing damage to me and my family, I don't want you around. I want my family around me and all of us to work together for the betterment of the society. This society is not would not be evil if it were not for the fact that they're not being allowed the freedom to be trained as children growing up, and in the parents training their kids, the parents develop their own um, sense of dignity because they're using information that they know that are wrong and recognizing it and making changes to show the best of themselves. These are the things that creates the best of people that you can find anywhere. But when you go around raping women and raping children, doing damage to other people's eyes like mine, and doing damage to your ears, your nostrils, your mouth, your hair, your eyes, as I said before, these are the things that create the kind of hell that is being created for a lot of people in this world. What I am going through is probably just a small amount to what other people are going through. These are things that are happening to people of color. A government that is not doing the right thing and instead controlling people without the wisdom is not a government that is going to work for anybody. People need to take control of their lives, stop allowing people to force them to work too long because they have kids and their kids need to learn too. It's a part of their development. And if
Mm.
they're not allowed the freedom to learn properly and do the right thing, then they're going to be chaos all over the country, the world, and it's what is going on right now as we speak.
Mm. Yes.
So it's time for human beings to start looking at things from a perspective where they can make changes, they can improve on themselves and each other, and they definitely can protect the rainforest. The children needs the protection. These are people that needs to be looked at, looked after, whether they are somebody else's child or not. Just do the right thing and help them if they need help. That's what we are all supposed to be doing for ourselves and each other.
Mm.
Be there for each other, and you are being there for your family because every human, every being is part of the family. Whether they're animals, human, or whatever, they're still part of the family and they're to be treated with respect and dignity. Animals have feelings too. Human beings have feelings also. And the greater majority society that are beings like us or living beings moving around doing things, they have those potentials to be the kind of beings that all beings can be. They just have to be trained properly, respectfully, and also in their training protect the people who are living around you and everybody else that you come in contact with, simply by how you treat them and how you protect others by letting them know when something is wrong and should not be done because it's causing problems for the community. That changes can be made, and you will see people get back to their quality selves, the ones that are doing it, and find themselves in a position where they are now able to live with respect and dignity and not look to tell people what they have to do in order for them to respect them. If that person does not want to go to your systems, that's their right. If that person does not want to deal with people in public because of certain behaviors, that's their right. Our job is to see to it that those who have bad behaviors and we have the development to help them, we let them know why certain things that they're doing that is wrong or we are seeing in the environment. Bring it out publicly so people can deal with these problems socially and find themselves living in a way in which benefits everybody. All beings are special. They have that capability. And if they're not allowed to be special, they're being allowed the freedom to do evil. And that evil is not needed, not wanted, and it's a destruction to all of humanity, all of life in general. We have to think about the rights of ourselves, and in thinking so, we must recognize that other people need those kind of rights also. And we don't control them, but we show people how we conduct ourselves, and they too will make changes to benefit the greater part of themselves so that they can connect with everybody after a period of time. That's what we are all capable of. Fighting for the rights, and I don't mean physical beating up and destroying people. I'm thinking about fighting, verbally speaking about problems, issues, and dealing with the issues. And when you know that they are wrong and that they're something that should not be allowed into the society, we must speak out.
Yes.
So that they can make changes and do the right thing. Other than that, we can live our lives without any kind of persecution or terrorization. Just train your children properly from the beginning. Let them know you love them right away when they're born. Don't do damage to their bodies. Don't hurt them. Don't treat them like there's something that you can do wrongs to. When you do wrongs to them, you're doing wrongs to the future and the human race, if it's not already going on. And it is going on in this world. So we need to make some changes. And one of them is start doing the right thing. Teach yourself. Look at what you're doing. When you see it's wrong, look at it closely. Recognize that you don't want to be a part of that kind of thinking, behavior, and attitude. And so you're going to find yourself living better. The more we work together, the better we shall be. So let's do the right thing and be there for each other and recognize that all beings are our family and we must be respectful and protective of each other. And I don't mean if you don't know the person that you go and start fighting for them. You have to recognize fighting is not the thing that anybody should be doing to stop a problem. The best way to stop a problem is through vocal information.
Yeah, words.
And you speak kindly. You look at it in the way in which you need to look at whatever is wrong and speak about it. Let the public know. Let them come out and start speaking about these things and let them know that these, if they're bad, these things would not work for any society. It will destroy it. So the only way we can live and survive in this world is simply by recognizing that we have rights and everyone does. And we must treat people with those same rights that we respect within ourselves. Because in doing so, you will find you're gaining your family relations with them, because all beings are capable of the best quality you could find. You're not finding it right now because of the wrongs. But once they start getting those rights together, you will see how well we will be able to work as a family, because that's what we truly are. Not to destroy people's lives by destroying them through words, disrespect. If you're going to give words, let them be caring words and gentle words. But right now, it's already destroyed, and we have work to do to try to help them back up. And sometimes you have to be a little hard, and sometimes you can be gentle. But it's important for them to know that you care and that you want to see them in a good position where they're safe. and others are safe too. Because when one person is unsafe, they start doing it to other people too, so that they have a whole society of people that are unsafe. And then some of them in society that thought about making changes to improve on their lives, train each other to do the right thing, and they are the safe ones. So let's use that safety to help others to recognize that that's a part of their destiny. And that's how we can live in harmony through understanding our destiny and the type of behavior that represents quality for everybody.
Mm.
We have been abused a great deal, especially myself, our daughter,
Yes.
and a few others.
Yes.
These are things that we want to make sure that all kids are safe, all human beings, period, are safe. Whether they're man, woman, or child, they have to be more respectful and treat people with more dignity and realize that many people are being harmed physically. I am one of them.
Yes.
And it's important that all of us start. Well, I'm doing it. We have been actually
Mm.
working to let people know that they're really special and they need to um, work on their speciality and improve on it over and over again. This way, you'll find people learning more, want to be more like you because they're seeing how you are conducting yourselves and want you to help them. And you can help them by just letting them know if they're doing wrong. Just let them know in a nice, kind way.
Mm.
And after a period of time, all of this will change. But it takes work and it takes effort to get that work done properly. And we all can do it. It's a part of our destiny.
Mm.
Whatever is in there that needs help, we have to try to help. If the people are in difficult terms and behaving irresponsibly and you can't connect with them properly, then you speak it out publicly so that they can hear it through the airwaves and so on.
Mm. Yes.
And people will revert back to their quality. It will take a while, but it can be done and they're capable of it. See what is being done to me? All these different things, and so you should see what I've been.
Going through every day
Yes.
in life.
Yeah.
Yes. We're trying to remind you, each of you, that you are each an immortal being.
Mhm.
It means that you are a spiritual immortal being. It means the body you're wearing, as the after calls it, is made of flesh and bones.
That we put on at birth.
Yes, to walk the face of the earth.
One life at a time.
And that if we are each an immortal, it means that this life belongs not just to us and the children, but to everyone. The future does not belong only to the children, because you return to this planet, immortals, to live as newborn baby girls and boys in the future.
Yeah.
And you come back into the world looking to improve on the life you lived when you were last here. And you also keep coming back to um, clear, pay debts that you owe, karmic debts, wrongs you've done. You come back to make sure that you fix those wrongs and you understand why you should not commit those wrongs or any other wrongs again in the future. So when you come to understand that you're each an immortal being,
Excuse me.
and that you each have a stake in life and in the future, then you will start to recognize that you have nothing to fear, because you have not,
nothing to
if you have nothing
lose.
to lose, you have everything to gain. This makes you spiritually
Invincible.
there you go.
You have a whole lot of stuff within yourself. Great stuff that you can get access to.
Yes.
Keep looking for the best part of it.
Mhm.
And you will find yourself gathering quality, depth that you can pass on to others and have them develop theirs too. You see, when all of us are doing it, all of us, will be happy because we have no one to fight with,
Mm.
nothing to fight about. So let's work together and live as one happy family. Democratically, educationally,
Mm.
you'll feel independent, free.
That's from something she learned as a child in the island of Trinidad and Tobago,
Yeah.
where she was
Calypsonians.
born, where she grew up, and where they tried to kill her at birth. The day she was born, within hours after she arrived here, as the being who lived as Master Yeshua, or Jesus, about 2,000 years ago, they try to use the same technology they use to kill you today and infect your bodies. They try to use it to take the mortal life of this divine being at birth. One of her sister gods, as I've told her, Avatar, hold your breath and play dead. She did exactly that. So well and for so long that this unseen assassin was convinced he had taken the mortal life of this god from her. No, he did not. But over the course of her mortal life, so far they've taken a mortal life from her a total of 16 different times, where she flatline died for up to 10 hours or more, each time, according to information given to me by a number of her sister gods over the last decade or so.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes. So my family has gone through a great deal, and I know many of you, if not all, practically all of you, going through a lot too, by persecution and other areas of behaviors that is causing problems for many of you. So what you do is you work towards improving yourself, heal yourself, let yourself know that you're not a bad person, you're not here to harm anyone, and you're not going to harm anyone.
Mm.
And whatever problem comes up, you will do it speaking and finish the conversation, letting people know that they can really live in a world and be happy, but they must not persecute and terrorize anybody. Or
Mm.
else what they're doing is setting up this kind of insanity that is destroying people today.
Yes.
We need to make changes, not bad changes, good changes, changes that help to secure the quality of life for everybody and help a world to feel free so people can live happily. And
Mm.
instead of fighting, the changes will give them the best healing they could ever have. The greatest healing you can have is through all beings working together in harmony, not destroying anybody, but destiny has set them free because of their quality.
Mm.
They need that kind of life. It's the only one that will work for the whole world. Once you understand that, you will work with it because it doesn't do any damage to you. It doesn't teach you to be prejudiced and jealous and greedy and persecuting and killing.
Mm.
It teaches you to be caring, respectful, show people the respect, even children. Don't harm. You won't need to harm because you're passing on information within your own system without having to say a word that I am caring, I'm holy, and I
Mm.
love all of you, and you're
Yes.
getting my energy because of it. Don't be afraid to pass your energy on too, because we give and take. Sometimes we need some energy more than others, and sometimes we just don't. We already have enough. So we pass on what we have too much of and give some to others, and we still have a whole lot after that.
Mm.
You're not losing anything, you're just sharing. Blessings to all of you. I wish you the best. We do.
Yes.
And please be kind to everyone, man, woman, or child. Men will make changes after a period of time. They weren't born that way. They were born to be nice, caring, decent human beings. Women too, children also. And things changed when human beings started behaving badly and setting up people to attack and abuse others for no reason. It's being done to me right now.
Mm.
I would like you to recognize that if you really want to live in a society that works, treat each other properly.
Mm.
Good luck to all of you. You have
Yes.
something you want to say?
Oh, the advertise here. She's bringing you treasures. She's telling you, teaching you that you're each a living treasure. So, spiritual immortals, as she teaches, begin to look every problem
Squarely
squarely,
in the eye,
be honest and true,
because you cannot lie,
find out where it came from,
and why it arrived,
and see what it is that you're doing.
that is keeping it alive.
Do
Plant,
this in
yes, go ahead.
plant this,
Plant
plant
the
this.
correct solution
Solutions.
inside your mind of how you should think and behave when you see as the same problem or any
The
other
next
problems the next
next
time
time, do this inventory,
of your life, each and every day,
and you will find that the problems that live inside you,
will be swept away,
just
just
like
like the dust that you clean from your home.
each day.
Problems are not here to stay. You can always get rid of them, throw them away. They're not needed. What you need is an ability to stand as one amongst everybody. And everyone stands as one also. You know what that means? Working to let your family of all nationalities recognize that they are perfect too, and that their behavior will change as they see people stop harassing and terrorizing them.
Mm,
This is what created the behavior in a lot of people,
yes.
in everybody actually, that is behaving that way. Give up the treatment that many of you are giving to other people that is negative and making them feel hurt and destitute.
Mm,
Instead, throw something that would make them feel to smile and be happy to know that people care about them. They are your family, whether you
mm,
know them or not. Treat them well. You don't have to go and hug them up or anything. Just make sure that they know that you care by how you
yes.
treat them. You will see beautiful people springing everywhere,
Yes.
even at this time. See, I'm now being attacked in the womb. That's what Trump is here doing.
Unseen
This is the kind of monster that this man is
has become.
and has become.
Mm,
So we can make those changes. Do not allow people who are behaving like low lives, and I shouldn't be saying that word, but that's how they're
yes.
behaving,
Yes.
and doing damage to children, adults, anybody, everybody that can get to do that to. This is not a right way to go. It's what creates hell on earth. You want to remove the hell from earth. Start treating everyone with respect. At first, they will see you as if you're odd. You know, something you're better than everybody. No, it doesn't mean that you're better than everybody. It just means that you're showing people how they all can be better, and you do it that way.
Mm,
They may not like it from the beginning, but after a period of time, when they see other people accepting it, they too are going to run to get it because it's something that heals. It shows you how to be your best selves.
mm,
Blessings to all of you.
yes.
I wish all of you the best. Protect each other, and you're
Yes.
protecting yourselves.
Yes.
Treat each other with respect, even if it's just an eye contact.
Mm,
Be respectful. Don't play up to other people's husbands. Don't play up to other people's wives.
mm,
Instead, treat them like a relative.
yeah.
Be
Family.
nice. Treat them nicely and move on your business.
Yes.
Allow them to do the same. And anybody else who comes and wants to speak, if you feel you have a short time or enough time to listen to everything they have to say, that's okay. And if you can give a few words of uplifting information, that's definitely going to help. Do not insult or degrade anyone, even though today it's being done a lot. Even I have to do it myself sometimes because I have to push them out to stop them from their behavior.
Mm,
But after a period of time, this will change, and all these things would come into play. The quality would not go away like it is right now.
mm,
The quality is about to rise
yes.
when we start doing the right thing, all of us.
Yes.
Love you all. Blessings to all of you.
Yes.
And please be there for each other in the right way. You will see evil disappear after a period of time. Not too long either.
Mm,
Good luck on your journey, on our journey.
yes.
and take care of yourselves. All beings will do the same after a while. Good luck.
Goodbye.
And goodbye. Give me that 5. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.